Yeah.
Consumed 500 hours of self-help content and I'm still broke. Sound familiar? You're not alone. That's exactly why I started the Shorty Logic podcast. We cut through the motivational fluff and have real conversations about accountability, self-improvement, and building better relationships. No perfect life gurus here, just honest discussions that actually challenge your thinking. Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok with thought-provoking conversations that broaden your perspective. Join us for discussions that go beyond surface-level advice and dive into what actually creates lasting change. Because consuming content isn't the same as transforming your life.
What up, everyone? This is Shorty Logic Podcast. I am Shorty Logic, CEO. Here are my co-hosts tonight.
How you doing? This is Blessed. I hope everybody's doing wonderful, great, had a good day, and not half as tired as me.
Please.
What's up? What's up, y'all? It's the MD. I am doing good today. I'm glad that we got some heat. It's a heat stroke out this mug. You know, I'm ready to go like put on a two-piece, jump in a pool, something. I'm ready. They told me it's gonna be 60 degrees tomorrow. I was like, degrees? It's on. Man.
I think I get a little bit warmer than 60 before I get in a swimsuit, but okay.
I know, look, that's delusion. Trust me. Honey, after the cold we done had, that's delusion. That's cabin fever induced delusion.
You ain't lying.
So, before we know, of course, tonight is gonna be let's talk about it. You know, we're gonna be doing some reactions to some videos that actually subscribers actually sent to me. But first, we're gonna get into how everybody doing, man, just mentally and everything.
Drained.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good today. Yeah, I feel like
it.
Is there anybody got anything they want to talk about first before we get started and everything? Just off the dome?
Nah, I finally got my numbers for my taxes done. I still haven't input them into the little boxes and all that, but I finally got that done. That was a tremendous feat because business taxes, I know y'all understand. It's a whole
1099 a little different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, I know.
My Lord.
But hey, I know most of a lot of people didn't. Some people didn't watch the Super Bowl because I know I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the halftime neither. But what y'all think about I know y'all seen some clips. What y'all think about it? Because me,
I haven't even seen.
I think it was a good thing. I liked it.
I haven't seen the clips.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw some. I don't participate really in the Super Bowl, but I did. Just so happened. It was funny too because we were in a whole Wi-Fi outage until 10 o'clock over here. I don't know if that affected everybody, but we were in a whole outage. So it really affected my ability anyway to even, if I wanted to watch it. But I don't too much participate in the Super Bowl just because there are things that go on in the halftime shows that I don't vibe with, and spiritually I don't connect with or want to associate myself with in any way, shape, or form. Now I did I figured, that would be a topic for today. So I did want to make sure that I saw some of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I did look at golly, because what is it, 13 minutes long? I probably watched maybe 8 to 9 of those 13 minutes. And I can tell you I saw enough. I can understand, people look at it from the perspective of, oh, we're it's another celebration of another culture, that like a major faction of American culture nowadays. I mean, it always has been really. Spanish has always had a presence on American soil. So I mean, it's definitely nothing new. But I mean, it has been the world has been social media has been in an uproar
In the frenzy.
all day long about this halftime show, and I personally I am so sickened by and just over all of the if you're not on the right side of these comments, or the right side of society, the right side of this, I'm a unfollow you and I'm a block you. It's just like we find every reason to be divisive. And
This is
I
true.
just don't, I cannot stand that about American people. It's like, but we don't even really take into consideration what we're being shown, the imagery and all kinds of other things. In addition to the fact now, it was all in Spanish. I can't say that. No, I didn't know. I don't really know anything about Bad Bunny except for the things that I've seen. I don't know Bad Bunny's music. But I can tell you that there were plenty of Spanish people that weren't pleased with it either. And I actually reposted something that this man, was talking about. But there were plenty of Spanish people. They were just like, I'm Puerto Rican, and this is not representative of us. And I wish though that, out of the people that like the dancers and things like that, what I didn't like about it was, where are the Black Spanish people? Because Puerto Rico is somewhere that I love. That is like my favorite place on earth. I've been to multiple times. And when I go, I make sure that I rent a car so that I can be among the people. I'm going to y'all's Walmarts. Where's the
Mhm.
we always see these whited out Spanish people, and we never see the Spanish people that look like all of us. We never
Yeah,
see the
there
Spanish
are a
people
lot
that
of
got
dark skinned Hispanic.
oh yes. Oh yes. And I mean it's like I'm talking about the ones that got fades and locks
Mhm.
and the ones that do relaxers and flat irons and all that got braids and all that. Like, where are they at? You never see that, but I just do think it's funny that there have been a number of Puerto Rican people who have chimed in and
And
didn't like.
I saw that. I saw it.
Mhm,
I read some comments and I saw that like that. But like I said, I was here for. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I've seen a lot of clips and stuff like that. But like I said,
mhm,
everything was in the Spanish. Everything was in Spanish. But like I said, I'm here for, especially the message behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because especially this in the Super Bowl has already been on black or white, or black and white, just a black and white culture, subculture. So I do agree that, especially dealing with this ice shit. You know what I'm saying? So because they get snatched up too. Spanish people
but
getting snatched
Rihanna's
up.
not black. Rihanna's what, Trinidadian or Barbadian
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's from Barbados, I
Yeah,
think.
So
Barbados. Yeah.
yeah, it's not like it's always been a,
But like I said,
everybody. Prince is
I was
a
here
black
for it.
Italian. So
I was here for it. So, but
mm,
this first video we get into, this is world, all across the world. Every man go through this shit right here. We don't understand why, but when we watch it, y'all get it. It hurts.
okay.
Come on.
Hot water.
We don't like shaking. We want to take shower with y'all, but y'all want to fucking bake us.
You be all right,
Nah.
and you'll
Nah.
get over it.
When
I
and
like
this,
my meat
it doesn't
done.
matter. It doesn't matter what race or ethnicity where you from, and everything. It is just world known that it just, I don't know, just in y'all want straight goddamn hot water. That's crazy.
I don't feel like I'm clean if I ain't got no hot water. I'm sorry, it's me.
Right.
I'm not taking no cold shower.
You don't have to take no cold shower. You don't have to take a cold shower. Mix some cold in that motherfucker.
It do be good, look cold in there. Little dab here, little dab here.
Exactly.
Look,
Well,
if my skin ain't red and smoking,
Well, you damage your skin for one. Damaging your
Not
skin.
red and smoking.
gotta be a little red, a little smoke.
And I mean, if y'all go too cold, y'all go too far left, y'all shrivel up and disappear. So,
well, that's why there's a medium.
no, well, you're gonna have to take your own shower.
That's why there's a medium.
There you go. What you said, Dietrich. Just don't take a shower.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's bullshit. That's
Ain't nobody
bullshit.
asked you to get it out anyway.
That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Lamar, you know you're on mute. Oh, okay. But yeah. Hell, would you be want to speak spontaneous or take a shower with y'all? You know what I'm saying? That's one that's very intimate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't even have to have sex. We just want to take a shower with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But hell, nigga, you want to fucking bake us, put it in the crock pot.
Do you like to bathe your woman?
I can, yeah, I will.
Mm-hmm.
I will. I
I
wash her. I wash her back
I
and
think
wash
that's
the legs and do all
intimate.
this. I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. Mind at all.
But you can't take the heat, brother. Get your ass out the kitchen.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
I know that's right. Just
deal with it.
Hell no, y'all want to. Hell
Just
nah.
deal with it.
Nah, ain't no dealing with that because shit. Come on now, and you're damaging your skin.
Well,
That is true, though. I agree with you on that. Yeah, because what I do, I finish with a cool rinse. Yeah, I finish with a cool rinse. Because I do agree with that. Like, I learned that because I was boiling my skin too, because it does affect the elasticity of our skin. And it causes, like premature sagging and things like that. And so yeah, I finished with a cold dousing. So yeah, it's a fun ride taking a shower with me.
I ain't dousing myself in no cold water. I can turn the temperature down a little bit, make it a little cooler. But that's why I use that Aveeno for dry skin when I'm done. So I'm good.
I know that's right.
Y'all see my hair, right? Y'all see my hair, right? Damn shame. It's pitiful. But we can go ahead to this next video here, which is pretty funny and it's pretty right.
Just white phrases, but in reverse. White folks, who are you talking to? Black folks, you ain't talking to me, sir. White folks, sure, I'm up for it. Black folks, yeah, I'm down. White folks, you got the wrong one, pal. Black folks, you got the right one today. White folks, don't start. Black folks, keep on. White folks, don't do that. Black folks, do it again. White folks, all right, everyone, let's roll. Black folks, all right, y'all, let's bounce. White folks, I hope he doesn't. Black folks, I wish a nigga would. White folks, are you serious? Black folks, stop playing. White folks, you don't want to know. Black folks, fuck around and find out.
Why was he laughing so hard though?
Hey, but y'all think that's pretty accurate?
He wasn't wrong though. It was very accurate.
He's absolutely right. He
That's
cracks
right
me
as
up.
hell.
I follow him anyway.
He was very accurate.
I'm true believing I wish a motherfucker would. Fuck around and find out. Yeah, I'm gonna believe in that with everything.
And that was fun. When they got sent to me, I was like, I watched that like 6 times because that shit was so accurate. It's funny. Like
it was.
I'm like it too. Like when people are always like, I ain't the one. I be like, baby, I am the one. So like, pick your battles and win your wars.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I be at work. I be like, I want all the smoke. I want it all.
Okay. Because honey, I'm the right one. You hear me?
All the smoke.
Yeah. What's going on, Lamar?
Trying to give me something to eat. I gotta be at work 4 in the morning.
The hell did you just do with that cup?
I was like, what the hell?
That's
You got
my
some,
that's
some
cold
snuff or
water.
something?
Nah, it's cold water, brother. I'm old school.
Hey,
I drink a lot
I
of
want
water.
everybody to know, yeah, hey, Lamont's a true brotherhood, man. I was just laying across the couch and he called me. I was doing. He popped up, man. Just
Let me tell you
like,
something. Let me tell you something.
oh,
I ain't gonna go there. I ain't
Don't
gonna
go
go
there.
there.
Don't go
I
there.
ain't gonna go
oh,
there.
oh yeah,
I'm gonna
oh
let him
yeah,
live.
Lamont, you got it coming. You got it coming.
Nah,
Man.
I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live. He good.
Hey,
He look. What's understood don't need to be explained. He already.
I'm in my own little world. Yeah, like I'm even making. I'm tired as hell now.
I heard it in your voice.
I heard,
Hey, like I
but
tell somebody, come and work them hours. What's that? I think I started. What time was 6 o'clock this morning? I got off at 7:30, something like that. Damn, I'll be right back at 4. I challenge anybody. Come get them hours in
I'm
the
trying to
mud.
tell you.
Chick in the
This week I
bank.
was like, I can't do no overtime. I'm tired. That's why I was like, I need a break this week. I feel you on that.
The bank
Mhm.
teller gonna be like, I smell oil. Ooh, you stink. I said, I tell you what. I tell you what, I'd have made more money today than you gonna make all goddamn for the next 2 weeks. I said, how about we do that cup of tea there? Hee hee ha ha that. There we go. I was on
shade,
my bullshit. I was on my bullshit.
shade.
How tall are you, Lamont? Cause he like a big ass shade tree. That's all he do is throw shade.
Hey, I need not keep it 100. Don't talk that bullshit. My daughter told me at Diesel, she called me Diesel Daddy or something like that. Hey, my bill's very goddamn good. Show you, look. Y'all know I be on my bullshit. Hold on now. Y'all know I be on my bullshit. Hold
Oh,
on now. Y'all know I be on my bullshit. It pays my motherfucking bills damn good. God damn
What
it.
you said? What you said?
Damn good.
I
Okay.
Lamont, I need to come to your house and shop. Shit.
Hold on. Y'all know I be on my bullshit. Y'all know Mr. Dawson be on this bullshit.
Oh shit.
No, I ain't gonna be on. Look, even
Or
them
get
three
him started.
motherfuckers eat damn good. Come on now. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be off my bullshit here in 1 second. But I'm gonna be
What
off my
kind of dogs you
bullshit.
got?
Cane Corso, American Bulldog, and a Old English Bulldog.
You do
American.
raw food with
No,
them, or you just?
I don't breed now. Hey, it pays my bill.
I
Boy,
feel you
come
on
on, man.
that.
What's wrong with that? I ain't even going to the deep freeze out there in the garage.
Hey,
But
so
yeah.
so this next video, it's gonna piss some people off.
Yeah, go and play it then. That's it. That's my video then.
It's gonna piss some people off.
That's my video then. That's what I need.
More of
Hey,
the
get your
Christmas.
get your ass on back up there.
About Christmas, you still believe today. The last one will blow your mind. Number 1. Jesus was not born on December 25th. The Bible never mentions the date, and historians believe he was likely born in spring or fall, based on shepherds being in fields at night. December 25th was chosen by the Catholic Church in the 4th century to coincide with pagan winter solstice festivals and make conversion easier. Christmas as we know it was strategically placed on a date that had nothing to do with Jesus' actual birth, making the entire holiday timing a calculated decision by the Church, not historical fact. Number 2. Santa Claus doesn't live at the North Pole. The North Pole is just frozen ocean with no land, making it impossible to build a workshop there. The modern Santa mythology placed him there in the 1800s because it seemed magical and unreachable. The North Pole address is purely fictional, and if Santa were real, he'd need to live on actual land. We've been telling kids Santa lives somewhere that physically cannot support permanent structures or life. Before I say the last one, make sure to hit that follow button to support the channel. Number 3. Candy canes weren't created to represent Jesus or Christianity. They started as plain white sugar sticks, given to kids in church to keep them quiet during services in the 1600s. The red stripes and J-shape came later for purely decorative reasons.
All my kids know that I've raised. No, ain't no white man, no red suit, no damn Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. I'm
Yeah,
black
that's how I
guy.
raised my son. Nah, ain't
Yeah,
no white man coming in the hood and coming
yeah.
like him. Daddy
Ain't no
saved
Santa
his
Claus.
daddy saved his money to get that
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. That part right there.
What you thinking
That
about?
Nah,
part.
y'all just turned up the kids' childhood. You gotta have something. You gotta have something to believe in.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have something to believe in.
Believe that your daddy take his black ass to work to make you have them damn toys. That's what I believe in. You can tell no damn white man with no red goddamn suit on his Santa Claus. Nah, we
Yeah,
ain't doing
and
that.
yeah.
We
I
ain't
only
doing
do that to kids of a certain age just for the fun of it. Then it's like after that, they know what it is.
that. See, that's the difference between daddies and mamas.
Hey, listen,
That
I've
part.
been the daddy and the mama for a long time. It's fine.
We didn't ask y'all that, did we?
We ain't asked you about your damn food and your damn what you did at
Okay.
work last night and all that extra shit either. Lamont,
You know,
bring it on, baby. I'm always ready. RTG.
hey,
And I'm
that's
TTG. I'm trying to go. You ready to go?
hey, this is two times your visits. 2 times.
And then one time might have been me, baby, but that second was on you.
No comment.
Yeah.
Cause you know, I want to say something, but it ain't for here.
You know, and that's okay. We got an after show.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we
An
don't.
after
Not
party.
today.
It's an after party. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I know some things I tell them, but no, but white man coming in the chimney. I ain't got no damn chimney. Damn it, how the fuck you gonna get in here?
And we ain't never had no chimney in Carter homes in the projects. Not no damn
That's a
water, 'cause
fact.
we had damn radiators. So how the hell they come through the radiator?
It's a fact.
Yeah, man.
You should have heard
So-
my mother trying to explain when she lived in Carter Homes, talking about, you know, that Raider, that look, what's that thing called? The little hot thing.
Yeah, the hot
heat radiator.
Yeah.
Talking about he come up through the radiator, he magical. I'm like, I'll smack
And
the
then-
twenties.
Well, you remember what my mama used to say that if he see you, he gonna put ashes in your eye. Remember
I
that?
ain't
Yeah.
never seen
Yeah.
that. I ain't never heard
Yeah,
it.
yeah, my mama. Mm-hmm.
I always heard if you ain't go to bed, he gonna pass you back. He gonna have all the other little kids except for you. He gonna pass you back.
On the naughty list. Good list.
So like you pass me by a lot sometimes. I don't know.
I ain't never heard nothing about no candy canes representing Jesus, but I don't do
Me
the whole
neither.
Jesus and God thing anyway. Like that definitely was not the man's name, and I'm like, because the letter J wasn't even invented until what, like the 1500s. So
I'm with you on that.
1550.
I don't want to say I've never, but no, I definitely got off of that Jesus and God.
Well, that video, when that video got sent to me, I actually end up finding it online. That video has over 29 million views, over 100 something million comments, and most of them was Christian because pissed off about it.
Well, religion man made.
Pissed off in what way?
Religion man made.
They don't like that. There's one video I meant to get. If I might get it while we on here, but a lot of things has been exposed in the Christian world.
Man
A
made.
lot of things is getting exposed. A lot of things.
I mean, because like you can, I don't know, like the first of the year isn't January 1st. The first of the year is really April 1st. That's where the whole April Fool's thing came from. It's always been about control over people, and beating and scaring people into submission so that you can control them. And it's a whole lot of things. I mean, there's just so many that, like, nothing about life as we know it is like the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just lies that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation.
So
because of fear mongering.
Before we go to the next video, what is the most famous book?
I would say the
Bible.
Bible.
Which is a cult. Which is
what?
A cult. They like cult.
Christianity? Are you saying Christianity or like the book itself? Because Christianity is the biggest cult in the world.
Yes.
No, I think I thought Islam was. I thought Islam is growing faster than Christianity, though, right?
Religions, period.
Man-made.
I have
God.
like very, very different views. My views are this. I feel like I'm a very spiritual person. I feel like God is within. That's what I feel like. I don't feel like I've studied under just about everything I could growing up, but you was forced to go to church growing up. So
Yes.
from Baptist to Catholic to I've even sat with a Jehovah's Witness. I've been to a Juma. I mean, I've done pretty much
You been to
everything.
what?
Juma for Muslims.
What's that?
When
Oh, okay.
Muslims will go to pray. And then it's like my friend growing up was a 7-day Adventist. So I went to church with her one time, scared the shit out of me. I ain't never seen folk jump around and flop on the floor like fish ever in life. That was different for me. But like I've studied with all of them at least one time in my life. And I would have to say that the closest I ever felt to anything would be like, I'd have to say spiritual music moves me. And then I would have to say that going to the Juma with the Muslims, or however you want to say it, that was the closest I ever came to feeling whole. Now, did I continue to do that? No, because I feel like if you are spiritually stable and there has to be a higher power, because we got here some kind of way. We didn't just pop on this earth and nobody, had nothing to do with it. I really truly feel like. Then it's crazy that people say that they don't believe in something. You have to believe in anything. Something. I'm not gonna say anything, but you have to believe in something, because there's no way to believe that we're just here and nobody put us here. We didn't just pop out of a basket, like we got here some kind of way. So I would have to say that I am a spiritual person. Do I believe everything they say in the Bible? Absolutely not. Do I believe most of it is man-made? Absolutely. Absolutely. I believe it's what they told to the slaves, to keep them in order, keep them in line, and gave them something to believe in, for sure. Now, do I knock people for believing what they believe? Absolutely not. Whatever gets you through life, that's what gets you through life. But, it is what it is. Because I feel like in some part of all of our lives, it was put into us. So I feel like everybody has come from some kind of home base, whether it be Catholic, Baptist, whatever. Because I believe you said, Miss MD, that you was your pastor's child or something like that. So everybody's been put into something. And, when you and I was together, we went to church. So Bates Memorial, to be exact. So, I mean, we didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, we don't believe in Christianity or whatever the situation was. It was life experiences that took us down the road to make us feel the way we feel. Because I feel like everybody was brought up in some kind of church. Black, especially if you're Black. Mm-hmm. So I feel like along the line, something has changed along the line to make people feel like they fake. But I feel like it's been times in my life that I can honestly say that I prayed hard, and what I prayed for absolutely came true. For my granddaughter beating cancer and all that stuff, it was teetering. It was teetering. Like, it could have been 24, 48 hours and it was almost out of there. So like I said, I prayed. I did what I had to do and what I believed in, and she's come through, and she's 6 years old now, and that was when she was 7 months. So I'm not going to sit here and say it hasn't been times in my life that something surrounded me, a higher power surrounded me, and I truly believe that. Now, whatever everybody else believes, that's on them. But I mean, everybody has a right to their own opinion. Whatever they believe in to get them through the day, then that's just what it is. Whatever gets you through your life and gets you through the day, it is what it is. Who are we to judge? That's how I look at it. I don't judge nobody for what they do, because we all got here some kind of way. We sure as hell didn't just wake up one morning, we was here. Somebody put us here. So, that's me.
And I'm saying you can't fault whoever, like you said, you can't fault whoever.
You can't, I mean, it is what it is.
I think.
Like, whatever. Everybody got their own thing, saying some book, show that science, science have
Scientology. Yeah, I mean, it's,
have proven a lot of things wrong, but that's religion, that's what it is. But this next video here is mostly holding men and women accountable, and just making it. But when I watched the video, it made me look within myself and say, okay, I picked this and I picked that one, I picked this and I picked that one, and it's vice versa for a woman too. Let's get it.
A woman is a reflection of who she sleeps with. A man is a reflection of who he stands next to. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? A woman is a reflection of who she sleeps with. A man is a reflection of who he dates, who he marries. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The worst thing is to choose to lay in the bed next to someone who don't want to see you win.
The worst thing about life is to go reincarnate your family by dating someone else that's just like your last family. Watch this statement. Let's say hypothetically your family didn't work together. Why would you go date someone that have that same mentality as your last family who haven't gotten anywhere? Don't tell me how long you've been together. Show me what you and your woman have built. A woman is...
It made a lot of sense.
Truth.
It made a lot of sense.
Truth.
Because I think we live this type of way. I believe we are our own worst enemy. First of all, we know what we're attracted to. We know what we keep going back to. We know if we continue to do the same thing and expect different results, then we just fools. It's insanity, and we've all done it. We've all done it. And at the same time, it's like this. How many times how many times a horse got to kick you in your face before you actually say ouch? That's my thoughts. And we all live that way. We've all been there.
We are everybody.
Everybody.
What you got?
We create our families because that's what we know, no matter whether it's trauma or like, something abusive or whatever, it's like, that's what we know. And a lot of times that's how people find themselves in abusive situations. It's like I was actually having this conversation today. It's like, it feels familiar. It feels like home. So in a negative kind of, and we can go either way. You can rise above that. You can see, because like you said, Blessed, it takes people a lot of times, sometimes getting kicked in the face over and over and over again, but you have to get tired of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be like, all right, like at some point, this is like lunacy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to love yourself. You have to want more for yourself. And you have to, a lot of us are afraid of being alone. You have to definitely get past that fear of being alone, and just do everything that you need to do to challenge your comfort zone, or let me say your discomfort zone, because like I said before, our brains are wired to keep us comfortable. So we have to quiet our brains a lot of time and escape that. But a lot of us go toward what is familiar, even if it's abuse.
Right. And I definitely agree with that. I was just about to say that I do feel like we go back to what's familiar. Even if we know it's not good for us, it's not right for us, we find reasons, we make excuses to why we continue to go back. At the end of the day, we got to know in the back of our minds, this shit ain't where it ain't where it's at. It ain't where we supposed to be. But at the end of the day, it goes back to, at least over here, I know what I got. Because people feel like the grass is not always greener on the other side. But I tell you what, sometimes where you are is stagnant. And that grass, it starts turning, it starts dying off, and it starts getting sharp. And when you try to walk on it, the shit gonna be sharp. Sometimes you gotta just keep on pushing. Sometimes it's best to just be by yourself. And there's nothing better. There's nothing better than inner peace. And I truly feel like I'd rather have my peace than deal with BS. And that's just where I'm at with my life. It's like, and don't get me wrong, I've been there. I promise to God, I've been there. I've been there to where I just keep going back to the same thing because I'm like, this motherfucker ain't no good for me. He cheating, he doing this, he doing that, and I know it. And it don't feel good at all. But at the same time, I'm sitting here like, well, shit, at least I know what he gonna do. At least I know where he is. At least he's here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Then you got to think, you really, you got to have more respect for yourself, and you got to have more. You just got to choose you. You got to be a number one, please. You got to choose you. Because when you start choosing others or the things that's going on around you, you know it's not good for you. What are you really getting out of it? Because at the end of the day, you end up looking like a fool, and you're really just playing yourself. And we all know that because I feel like we've all been there. I've been there. I've been there 2-3 times, and to the point where you get tired. But here's the thing that people don't understand. I can relate to the bullshit because it's like, no matter how many times people are on the outside looking in, telling you, you know, it ain't no good for you. You know this, you know that, you know this. The end of the day, until you are tired, until you have had that one moment where you know what, fuck this. I can't do this no more. I choose me. Until you get there, you're going to continue to go back. And that's just because you haven't had your breaking point yet. Until you hit that breaking point, that's when it's all going to be like, you know what, I'm done. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just leave me the hell alone. Until you get there, you're going to keep going back because you're going to find a reason to go back.
Yeah.
What it is. We all been there. I promise to God, I've been there. And
And
until I
everybody's
get ready,
breaking point is different.
and everybody's
Everybody
breaking
breaking
point
point is different. Yes.
absolutely right.
Mhm.
Absolutely right. Because what might bend the straw for you, I might be like, oh shit, that's a Monday. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
real
And
talk, real talk.
then like then for me, it's like what broke it for me, it might be for you. You might be like, oh shit, that's minimal. You know, that's nothing. It's all about what you have already taken, what you've already been through, and what you're willing to continue to do. And then it's like I said, you have to choose you. If you do not choose you, and I'm gonna tell you something else. When a person know they got you and they keep on just fucking and picking with you and picking with you and picking with you, they're gonna see how much you're gonna take. And even though you can put them out, do whatever you do, it doesn't matter, because as long as they know, if I just do this or say I'm gonna do that, then you're gonna take me back. They're gonna continue to do the same shit because you have not shown them that you're done with them. You're not. Because anytime they can get on that phone and whine and cry and plead and talk their good shit to you, and you take them back, they're going to continue to do the same shit. So why should I change it if I know that if I do this, you're going to keep coming back for me? So just like people used to say, why buy the cow if you're getting the milk for free? There's no difference. There's no difference. Why would you put a ring on her finger if she's going to keep just giving you everything you asked for when you ask for it? Why? For what reason? If she don't stand her ground, you're going to keep doing the same shit. Same thing for men. If you don't stand your ground, she's going to keep doing the same shit. Why the fuck should she change? You ain't never gave her a reason to. I don't care about this yiggity yak yak. She don't care about that. Because she knows you've already built her. Like I said in the show a long time ago, when you meet people, you build them. They tell you what you want to hear. When you first meet somebody, you're going to talk all the good shit. Oh, I'm this.
Yeah, they're showing
you're going to sell yourself. You're representing yourself. Then when you get that person, it's like, oh shit, now I got them and I know they tied in. I know they wrapped up in it. Oh shit, I'm gonna do me. Eventually, I done wrap their heart up and all this old crazy stuff. So I know no matter what I do, they're gonna find a reason to stick with me and stay by me. And that's just how it is. And they keep playing that game until you cut it off and let them know, hey, listen, enough's enough. I'm done. You gotta block their ass. I tell you, there's nothing you can show somebody better than actually letting it go. And to actually let it go, you gotta block their ass. Just get rid of them. And it's hard because sometimes there's different situations. When you don't have any children wrapped up in it, it's easy to let go. When you got babies wrapped up in it, it's harder. I get it. It was the same thing with my first. It was hard. First husband, hard. Because I knew, I'm like, that's their father. I don't want them to not see their father. But what I did was I removed myself from the equation. Even though I still love him, even though I knew that I wanted him to see his kids anytime he wanted to. But what I didn't want him to do was have access to me anytime he wanted to. So you can go through the granny or whoever you want to, and they can pick up the kids. I can drop off the kids to somebody else. I don't want to see him at all. Because if I see him, then those feelings come back.
Yeah.
Then you get to making excuses. Damn, I miss him. Damn, he looking good today. You making up stuff. You know damn well what's over ain't good for you. But
it be like that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about, like I said, what is your breaking point? Then when you hit that breaking point, you have to take some healing time, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Have to take some healing time. Then also a lot of times, just in American culture, we've been programmed with a lot of stuff that, we need to unprogram our minds to a lot. You know what I'm saying?
We've been taught to shut up and deal with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Men have shut up and talking and just deal with it. But I'll say a lot again, a lot of things has been generation to generation. You need to break those curses. Hey, it's not even fucking curses. It's
a cycle.
It's just a cycle. You teaching the same thing, and that's why I am teaching. I have a child. You know what I'm saying? I have a son. I'm teaching them differently than how I was raised.
Yeah. You have to.
So it's called breaking the cycle. But for you to break that cycle, you first have to work on yourself and change yourself and change your mindset and unprogram your mind the things you've been accustomed to.
Exactly. I agree. What you got, Lamont?
85% of the language is actions. It's body language.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like I said from the beginning, you ain't got to say nothing. So all you got to do is just watch.
Mm-hmm.
They'll show you.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, man, I've seen some action that's nuts. And I don't comment on them. I don't say nothing. I just sit back and watch.
Right.
But everybody can give you all the advice in the world. But when you're emotionally tired of something, especially when you're dealing with kids, the only person that can teach you or keep you from doing that is you. And you get to a point where you tired of the hoopla, you just say, screw it. And I ain't gonna even say, you just sometimes you ain't gotta make big changes. You make
Right.
small changes. Because
Absolutely.
as we speak now, I'm making very, very small
Right,
changes.
right. And that's how you got to start. But at the end of the day, nobody can ever tell you or anyone else. I could never sit here. I tell my friends all the time. They always try to ask me, "Love, what do you think about this? What do you think about that?" I'm like, all I can talk about is I can speak for me. I can't speak from you.
Right.
So with that being said, I have never, ever, ever told anybody in my life to leave anybody. I
It's not
never
your
said it.
place.
There you go. And
Not
so
your
with
place.
that being said, I when my friends ask me stuff, I never like, girl, leave that nigga. No. Because at the end of the day, only she knows when she's ready. Only she knows how much she can deal with. Only
Right.
she knows what she's been through and what she's ready to put up with. All I can do is tell you how I feel about my situations. This
But
is
hold
what
on
I
though.
did in my life. I can't speak to you of what you want to do in your life. That's on you.
But
Because
understand this. Understand this. I'm just gonna cut in with you for a quick second if you don't mind.
no, go ahead.
The people that be telling you to leave that person, I said
Mhm.
person,
Mhm.
they normally won't, but you got.
This is
Remember that.
Yes, it's true. It's
Keep
true.
your friends, keep your enemies close, but your friends closer.
I already know.
So
Yep.
yeah, so
Or
that's
they
all I'm
ain't
gonna say
got
with
shit
that.
going on with their life, so they just always in
So
your. So it's so many different ways and reasons.
misery loves company.
And there you go. And
that
I
is true.
agree. I agree.
I
And
agree
that's
with
why
that.
I tell my, and I don't have a lot of friends, but I tell them, listen, I'm never, ever, ever gonna tell you to leave your man. I tell my male friends, I'm never gonna tell you to leave your woman. I'm gonna tell you do whatever. And I tell people, quick, if you want to pray about it, pray about it. Do whatever you feel like you need to do to get out what you need to get out. Because at the end of the day, only you know what you can and cannot take. Only you
But
know your breaking point.
here's the thing that you said that most of us, I'm gonna speak on me. I like speaking on me. You ask God to show you something. God shows you, but here's the problem with the real world. Most people are not ready for
True.
what he shows you.
True.
Even though it's right here in your face,
Mhm.
most people can't handle it.
Exactly. Like people say they want the truth, but when you tell them the truth, they go off or they go left. And
They
it's
go
like,
off.
do you not want
That's
the truth?
they
You want the
they
truth or
kind of
not?
they kind of go into what I've said for years and years. I mean, it might go with it or not. Like, red flags with people. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I said red flags is shown all the time.
You see it,
Beginning,
you ignore it.
middle, and end don't matter. But
Mhm.
people tend to ignore it because they're
Mhm.
too infatuated with the person.
Exactly.
I say it all the time.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's always a red flag.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I'm gonna tell you, man, the red flags are getting easier and easier to recognize. And then I'm just on me. Like
Mhm.
fuck it. I'd be like, fuck it, man, keep moving.
Yeah, that's all you can
And
do.
don't even lose sleep.
That's all you can do. But then
Y'all
again,
two know, y'all
it's a
two know
choice.
it's been my kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. I just had to put that out there.
Oh,
But yeah, yeah. That's my
oh,
petty this year.
definitely.
You know,
we gonna keep you deep in prayer. That's all we got. That's all
yeah,
we got.
nah, I'm good. But
That's all we got.
when we talk about that, I remember it's been a while ago. I remember me and said person was having a conversation. And I remember said person like, you did not stop talking to somebody over $20. I said, the hell you say? My money. And it was just the principle of the matter, just the way the matter went. And yes, I
Mhm.
did. Yeah, very simple. Yes, I did. But the red flags was there. Matter of fact, when I went to the comedy show, it was crazy. Can't make this shit up. On the screen, on the big screen there, at the Cat Williams, it wasn't Cat Williams, Mike Epps or whatever.
Mike, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, I have to see it pop up on the screen. I'm like, man, thank you, Lord, for that one. Thank you, Lord, for dodging that. Seriously, all bullshit aside. That's it. So
Mhm.
my bullshit for the day. But that was real though. It was really real. You
What
know,
you got? What you got, Miss MD? It's
I
on your
thought I
man.
said I was. I mean, I'm just taking it all in. I mean, because I've definitely had. I was in a terrible marriage, and but I found myself so thankful for it, because I remember at the point I was 5 years in, and I knew then I was like creative. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it's motherfuckers crazy, like for real, and And it was something that I said to myself, like we had, it had been another one of, these days, these arguments. And I remember I became very obsessed with like household chores because that was the way that I could escape. Laundry was my thing. I was like, let me go downstairs. Let me just, be away. Let me do dishes. So I can just physically turn away from this and, that's my own personal escape. But I know for me, it was like a breaking point or like a breakthrough point was, I was just like, oh my gosh, I was like, it's like I married my mother. And that was so groundbreaking for me because I was like, what made me say that? You know what I'm saying? But it was the fact, and it ties all into what we were talking about just a minute ago with going to what is familiar, what feels like home, and it would take me another 4 years before I ended up leaving him, before I hit my rock bottom. And I was like, you know what? It's a wrap. I had tried to leave him before, but I didn't, like I'd actually filed for divorce, but I didn't file for divorce correctly because I didn't know that I needed to have him served. So it was like I went and filed for divorce, and I just was like, okay, I'm thinking it's just gonna like he's gonna get a letter in the mail or something like that. So because that didn't go through, it put me in a predicament where I would be hoovered back in. Because of course, once I put him out that first time, he turned into everything that I wanted him to be. And I mean, it was just everything that I wanted him to be. He was taking accountability. He was saying all the right things, doing all the right things that he should have been doing all that time. And as soon as he got back in my life, boom, it was just like immediately, it was like the abuse started again. And I fell into this fear trap. I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was, because our whole marriage, I had almost voluntarily isolated myself from people because I was so ashamed of what I was going through. I just couldn't believe that. I was like, how did I, end up in an abusive relationship with someone? And but it took me going all the way back to that statement, it's like I married my mother to realize that my mother, God love her, she's a very narcissistic person. So, and I knew nothing about narcissism. And narcissistic abuse has its own cycle.
Mm-hmm,
And it definitely has its own cycle. And I know, Shorty, you and I were having this conversation. I touched on it a little bit the other day when you and I were talking, and I was just like, I'm in a state of mind right now, or just a place in my life right now where I am very happy being single, and I'm okay being by myself. I'm okay, eating alone and, going out by myself or something like that, but it's just that because right now it's like going through therapy and all kinds of stuff. It's like, I'm thankful that I have all these tools and all of this vocabulary now that, I can learn from what I went through in a proper way. And I am in that application stage right now. It's like, love is a verb. It is an action word. Mm-hmm. And I am actively loving myself. I'm actively loving myself, number one, through celibacy. That was major for me. You know what I'm saying? And I just, I feel for people that are stuck in abusive cycles and abusive situations. And it's like, like Lamont was just saying, red flags are becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. And I can feel a red flag and see it in a minute. But now the difference between me versus then, then I would lie to myself and try to, okay, I'm this square peg, but I'm going to fit into this round hole, that type thing. It's like, I don't do that anymore. If somebody is showing me off top what the fuck they about, hey, you out of there. I don't even, I'm not going to lose no sleep. I'm not going to give you no second chance. There is no second chance. You fucked up first time, you out of there, boo. And it just is what it is. Because I love myself way more. It's like I like you, but I love me. And I know that I deserve way much better. And like I was telling you, Shorty, the other day, because I kind of got off subject. Right now, because I understand how I ended up in that relationship, and I understand that because of my personality, I tend to draw narcissistic people to me. So it's like right now I'm in a state of mind where it's like I don't really trust my picker. Do you remember me telling you that?
Yes.
We were talking about, I was like, I don't really trust my, my picking capabilities. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I'm very cautious about who I allow into my life, and I've had to do away with a lot of people. Because I was telling you too, I was like, most of the time I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that is the truth. I mean, it's like if I'm not with my children, I promise you, I'm probably by myself. But that's okay for me. You know what I'm saying? I've never been a person that needed a whole lot of people because I've never had a whole lot of people to need. So I'm happy right now. And it's like, and I pray for people that are stuck in places that I was stuck in. Because I know what it feels like, you know what I'm saying? And I know how crippling it was for me to overcome the mental damage, the emotional damage from that, because it wasn't necessarily just a physically abusive relationship. It was a verbally abusive relationship and emotionally abusive, financially abusive. Lord, my God, I'm still suffering. You know what I'm saying? We've been divorced 3 years almost. And it's just like, I still get hit from in my business. My money gets taken, because of things that he did years ago, stuff like that. But I'm just thankful to be delivered from that. And I do implore everybody that is watching, any of you all, because I don't know that you all have that problem, but love is an action. It's a verb. Love yourself. It's not the easiest thing to do all the time because that means that we have to do without what we want sometimes, what feels good, you know what I'm saying? And what even looks good. Like you saying, girl, he looked good. Oh God, he smelled good today. Like, I had to adapt to that zero contact. And it hurt me when I divorced him because, I don't really have family. It's like I have relatives, but I don't really, I'm definitely an outsider in my family. And so his family very easily and very quickly became my family. So, but when I left him, I had to cut all of them off. And that was hard. But I've never been the type of, because I have 2 sets of children. My 2 older children have a father, and my little one is from my marriage. But I was never, when those relationships dissolved, I've never been the type of mother that, I'm going to keep my children away from, their father. No, I want you to know your father. I want you to know your father for yourself. And I want you to know your father because, and it's something very important my mother told me a long time ago. She was just like, don't talk bad about him in front of them because the relationship that you have with him is not the relationship that they have with him.
Right. I'm sorry to cut you off. We got kind of keep moving.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, I gotta keep moving. Got another video, y'all. But it's good that you're healing. It's good you're doing your travels and you're taking the time to do what you're supposed to do. But you know what I'm saying, don't let it stop you for finding love and finding new marriages and stuff like that. But we got a video to hit on.
In the name of y'all don't want a good man, because that's boring.
Here we go.
If he's where he's supposed to be, that's boring. You need drama. Y'all built on drama. I need something so y'all can talk about right now.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
You understand? You have to put some suspense in it. That's why the soap operas do so well.
No.
You need someone in here. See, when the man come home, if he come home at 5 o'clock, like he every day sit down there, you sitting around, girl, it's the same thing every day.
Sounds amazing
Ralph
to me.
came home, let me fix his plate. You need a man that just don't
No.
come home and keep you up.
No,
Sitting
sir.
down there so you can call your friend, girl, he ain't home, I'm waiting right now. Get the Vaseline, let's go ride fine way. You need a story to put in your Instagram. You need me on this.
Instagram.
You need me to be bad. You need me to sit around here and test your female intuition. You need for me to sit here.
Yeah.
Could you believe he picked her over me? How could he? You need that in your life. You don't need no man scoop you up and forever. He's always there. Yes, baby. What you want, baby? Is let me rub your feet, baby.
That
Boring.
sounds phenomenal.
So
are you a good guy?
I'm a good guy, camouflage as a bad guy. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm a bad guy when I meet you, and then when you get me, then I show you what a gentleman is.
Okay.
What y'all think about that right there? Let me get y'all's perspective on that. Miss Bliss.
I don't know nothing about needing no bad guy. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like a little thug in it. I love a little bit of thug. This is what it is. I love what I love. But I want a thug and a gentleman, if that makes sense. If it
Majority of the time, that don't exist.
Listen, no, it exists. It exists. Because when I say thug
don't
and a gentleman,
exist.
I'm going to tell you what I mean by this is my verbiage of a thug and a gentleman. Somebody who nobody's going to play with. We could walk out in the street in the club together and they're not even going to look at him twice or even because they already know. Like I said, my verbiage. Did I say what I said? I said, I'm going to tell you what my verbiage is. So here's the thing. I need somebody. I want somebody that is respected and nobody's going to play with. Number one. Number two, I need somebody that I know I'm going to feel protected with. Number three, I want somebody that's going to be respectful, is going to be honorable, and just know who he is and don't have to be out here in front of people just flexing and trying to, I don't know. I'm laid back. So I don't like to always in somebody's face shit. I don't like that. Because some of these men act like bitches and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's, but you know, you said that's just your thing, but that's not.
That's my thing.
That's just a man being a protector. That's it. That's
okay, and
know,
that's cool. But
you know what I'm
trust
saying?
me, all men ain't protectors.
You know what I mean? And you're right. And all women ain't nurturing. So,
and this is very true. This is very true. Very true.
What you got?
But you know what? You nurture what you want to hold on to. You understand what I'm saying? You hear that?
Huh?
You nurture what you want to hold on to.
Well, this is true.
Man, you talking about nurturing, you talking about this kind of dude. Everything's always good until shit hit the fan.
Facts.
Everybody's real tough until shit hit the fan.
Sometimes.
People are tough until shit hit the fan.
Sometimes.
Because a lot of people are not trained for it. A lot of people are not prepared for it.
Right. I said sometimes. But
Some of the coolest
people
people I have met, they were operators. I'm going to go here for a second. They look like some hillbillies. Hillbillies. But it was a certain way they carried themselves. And they wasn't big dudes. They wasn't all muscle bound. They was operators.
They gotta be that.
But if you get what I'm talking about, an operator, they're SF guys. Some operators. And some of the most laid back people you would never think. All that shit you talking about, they wasn't that. They was nothing that you talked about. Zero what you just now said. Now, I can't say what they spoke on as far as being how they treat a woman. But I'm talking about being a man amongst men. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Men size up each other.
For sure.
It's something in our nature that we do. But when shit goes south, a lot of people are going to fold. Because here's one of the problems. I'll say this now, I'll say it tomorrow. A lot of women are making black boys and boys bitches. Period.
True.
Period.
Okay,
my little girl that came in here and gave me a hug and a kiss is more, she's tougher than I would say half of the little boys that's 16 her age right now.
Probably so.
And you know the thing is though,
and I didn't say he had to be a certain size. I said somebody who can walk in the room and nobody's gonna play with. I don't see.
But here's the thing.
That ain't nobody playing with.
This is what I noticed. So when you say, because I heard a lot of women talk about this. I see it all day long, every day when I'm walking the streets, see it on social media, because they're always talking about you want a 6 foot man. Is built.
Nobody said that.
Oh, hold on. They want a 6 foot man, right? Because even if he's not that, because he's tall, give off that. And that's just what it is. But here's the thing: a lot of the motherfuckers ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay, but who said they need to be a big guy?
hold
I don't remember saying that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I'm speaking for the short people. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for the short people. You say you want a man that when he walks in the door, he commands respect. But a lot of time, a man that's
I didn't
short,
say he had to be tall.
Listen what I'm saying.
Did I?
I'm not saying you has tall, but I'm giving you the perspective from a man's point. A
Okay.
lot of tall men are not going to see a short man as a threat.
Okay, that may be true. It might be
So
true.
what I'm saying is that's why a lot of women go for taller men, because even if that man is not a protector, he look like he is because he's tall, because he's tiring.
Short, I'm gonna disagree with you on that.
I done seen some short, stocky man that demand a room.
Yes. That is true.
And I never gave a height.
I'm saying there are a lot of short guys that's very protective. But what I'm saying though, statistics have shown most women want that, because even if he's not, because he's tall and he's probably big, he gives off that. And that's just what statistics shows.
I don't see some tall dudes look like bitches to me. So I mean, I don't care what.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. A lot of tall dudes aren't that protectors. That's what I'm saying.
Loving, and being a protector. I'm gonna go. A lot of the firefighters, I only did it for about a year and a couple of months. A lot of them don't look. They're not all buffed up and all that.
Right.
Got their bellies and shit. But I would trust in one of them white guys, and I'm gonna say that just like that. I would trust in one of them white guys that I was with before I would trust any motherfucker that was lifting a whole lot of fucking weights.
Oh, for sure.
I agree
Because
with that.
most of them, when shit went south, it's only 3 of us. Well, it was only 2 of us in there because one of them was at the truck. And I trusted that white guy. He wasn't no big guy, wasn't no all muscle bound guy, and we was about the same height. And I was heavier than he were. I was about 300 pounds in bunker gear. But I trusted that man with my life more. Like I said, everybody's tough until shit hits the fan.
But let me go back and touch on what y'all saying. Because in the conversation I had, I never remember saying a size, a height, a weight. I just said a man that commands the room. My grandfather was 5'4", and chunky as fuck. But he was a Mason and played 0 games.
Okay,
he commanded a room. He commanded a room.
But this okay, you have to look at where we at in today's world. Your grandfather, respect it, because he come from a different time. But once again,
and little as hell.
And again, being a short person has to go above and beyond, because a lot of times a short person don't get the respect because he's not tall.
I can't speak to.
I disagree on that too.
How?
I'm only 5'8". Only 5'8".
Like I said, my grandfather was 5'4".
You know what I'm saying? You 5'8". You close to 6 foot.
And I know what you're saying. Because most of my homies are bigger than me. You know, taller.
Yeah.
And I tell them like this: I'd rather be me than you.
And I say that because even me being in the army and everything, a lot of my friends was bigger and taller than me, but I was the one to pop off real fast before they was.
But you want me to tell you something? If you talk about the size, if you talk about the infantry platoon, normally the person that's gonna carry that machine gun, that heavy ass machine gun, is normally a smaller person. And normally not that big, tall, bulky person.
And I carry the 249.
You know, normally. So I can't say, and I'm not knocking your grandfather for being a traveling man. I'm just gonna say that just like that. I know a little something about that too. Don't speak on it a lot, but I know a little something about it. And I won't even say I have to do with anything. I just think it's you as the individual person.
I think so too.
I think it's just the individual person. But you know something,
it's probably
some of the baddest, some of the best protectors are very quiet.
And that's it. And that's how he was. And my grandfather was Creole. So he was different. He came from a different time. He came from a different time. He didn't talk a lot, but when he spoke, people listened because he didn't talk a lot. But when he talked, you understood that it meant something. He didn't wait.
And I agree with Lamont before we in it right now. No, a lot of men has a lot of female tendencies because they raised by single women, and I can
agree with that.
I
A
agree with
lot
that.
of men are bitches. I'm gonna
Yeah,
call it
and I said
that.
that. And
I
I
was
I
said
ain't
being
gonna
that.
say
nice.
it no
I
other
was
kind of
being
way.
nice.
They bitches.
And
Wear them
I
skinny
said
ass
that.
jeans, pants hanging off their ass, and all
Well,
this
them
shit like
skin tight jeans, I can't get with the skin tight.
hey,
Look like they
them
got on
what they
leotards.
skinny, and then
Mm-hmm.
they bitches. I'm gonna call them just like they are. I don't give a fuck if they get mad. They bitches. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it again. They bitches. That's what I'm gonna call it as. How the fuck you wanna look at it, bitches? Mhm.
Mm-mm-mm.
But hey, this was a good insight about everything, man. And we gonna go hard every week. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there next week. The conversation is gonna be about nothing about men, but putting their foot on men's neck. Ain't got nothing to do with women. So I want y'all ladies to come up with a topic. Or someone come up with a topic. Anyone, friends and followers out there about the shit that niggas do, or men do, or shit that they need to start doing. Put your foot on their neck. And that's all I got to say about it.
When a motherfucker hit you, hit their ass back. We're gonna go there. Yeah, fuck that. We're gonna
Hold
go
up
there
before
right there.
I
Yeah, that part.
but we out of here, y'all.
Bye, y'all.